Hi guys, this is Carla, and this time I'm back with another review of another trailer because there's been a ton of trailers lately because Star Wars is coming out soon. So every other movie has dropped a trailer in order to be played with Star Wars in theaters. This time I'm going to talk about a trailer that came out a couple weeks ago. It was the Captain America Civil War trailer. And let me just state a few things for the record. Whenever it comes to comics, I love comics. Okay, I love comic books. I love comic book characters. I love comic book stories. I'm a comics girl. Okay, I grew up with comic characters and even reading comics at some point. I am very much a Marvel fangirl as far as comics are concerned. I never really cared for DC or their characters all that much. I love Marvel. That said, I've always been more of an X-Men girl. As far as Marvel is concerned, I don't really care about Captain America. I think he's a bit too much of a Boy Scout in a way. I kind of hate Spider-Man and Iron Man. That's just a personal thing. I hate Peter Parker, and Tony Stark is always so arrogant that I could never get through even one comic with him in it. And because I don't care for any of them, I don't really care for the Avengers either. That said, I've watched the Avengers movies. I've watched the first Captain America movies. I haven't seen any of the Iron Man movies, but I think he's better off in the Avengers. But can I just say, even taking that into account, this trailer was freaking amazing, okay? And I'm not a Captain America fangirl. I'm not an Avengers fangirl. I still freaking love this trailer to death, okay? This trailer was so good. This trailer was everything I was hoping for in a comic movie trailer. It's just, I love the tone it has. I love the fact that it takes itself seriously. I mean, it could have gone so different. This is a story where superheroes are fighting superheroes. And it could have gone so campy, but I love that they actually made it emotional for Cap. I love that Bucky's back. And another confession I have to make, I've only seen about half of Captain America Winter Soldier. So now, because I really did love this trailer, it seems that I'm going to have to watch Winter Soldier. I know it shouldn't feel like a chore and you're all screaming at me right now, but I don't know, I just never got around to watching it. I watched like half of it and then it was really late and I fell asleep. Not because the movie was bad per se, but just because it was late and I was tired. And then I never went back to it. But I'm going to watch it, okay? Because I really do want to go see this movie because this really was so good. I'm totally hooked right now. And I love that they made it personal for Cap. I love that Bucky's back, and that just means so much to Cap. Because I love how it started with just the same scene that we saw in the end credits of Ant-Man. And just it's all about Bucky because a long time ago, people were wondering. People have been wondering all along what the rift between the Avengers was going to be about in this movie, right? Because in the comics it was all about secret identities and superheroes having to register their real identities so that the government could keep tabs on them. In this universe, they don't really have secret identities because everybody knows who they are. Everybody knows who the Avengers are, right? So people were really curious as to what this would be about. It makes total sense that it's about Bucky. Because one, it makes it more personal for Captain America, so therefore this really will be a Captain America movie and not just like Avengers 2.5 or something. And on the other hand, the idea that Captain America is kind of forsaking his obligation to the government, because this is a guy, like I said, he's a freaking Boy Scout, okay? He always does what's right, and he always tries to follow the law as much as possible. So if a character like this is able to kind of forsake the government and forsake the law just because he wants to help a friend, that makes it all the much better, and it makes so much sense to me. So maybe this will be the movie that actually makes me like Captain America. So I don't know. I mean, I love that. I love the rift between the characters. Like, you can see their teams kind of. I love that Falcon is staying by Cap's side, which is ironic because I've only seen Falcon in like a couple of scenes. I saw more of him in Ant-Man than I have in Winter Soldier so far, but I really like him. And he was also in Avengers. I really like him though, and I like that he's taken by Cap's side because he's Cap's friend first and foremost. I love how they split. I freaking screamed when I saw Black Panther. Okay, he looks amazing, freaking amazing, and I can't wait to see what his role in all of this is. I guess people have said that he's gonna be like the Spider-Man, even though Spider-Man will be in the movie, but since that didn't happen until they were already shooting, they decided to make Black Panther sort of take on the Spider-Man role in the Civil War storyline, so I'm really looking forward to that. Just seeing them square off against each other, each team, I mean, I don't like the Avengers, but I love Hawkeye. He's like the one reason why I watch the Avengers movies, because I love him, and I really want to see how he squares off against his friends, because he's going to be on Cap's side, but Natasha's going to be on the other side, so I'm really curious as to whether she's really on the opposite side, or if she's just like playing double agent, or if she will have a change of heart or something. I don't know. I really want to see it. I love, like, I'm pretty sure that my favorite part of the trailer was the whole scene where Cap and Bucky are fighting against Iron Man, and they're kind of swinging around the shield. That was fantastic because it's not only a visually amazing scene, but at the same time it's a really nice nod to the fans. Like, I don't think they will actually make Bucky the next Captain America like he did in the comics, but it's a nod to the comic book fans who know that Bucky has taken on the mantle and he has used the shield, and it's a really nice nod. The only thing I didn't like in the trailer, and I know that a lot of you guys are gonna be pissed at me for saying it, is that one line. He's like, I hate to do this, but he's my friend, and then Tony Stark's like, so was I. That felt too cheesy to me, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I mean, I know a lot of people are raving about that, like, a lot of people really felt it, but I'm like, you weren't that great friends either. I mean, no, I kid, they were friends, but the line itself was just cheesy to me. So, I don't know, maybe it will come across better when I see it in context, but still, that was kind of the only negative I have. Everything else I loved. I wish they had shown us a little bit more Ant-Man, because the only thing I could see, and I didn't notice this at first, but on repeat viewings, like several repeat viewings, I noticed that he is on, I think it's Cap's shoulder, when you see like the whole shot of the team, of Cap's team, and there's Ant-Man, but I wish we could have seen him actually like life-size, and just to see Paul Rudd, you know, but I thought this was a fantastic trailer, probably my favorite trailer of the year, not counting Star Wars, because Star Wars is kind of in a whole nother level, but as a trailer for a movie that I wasn't necessarily excited about before, this completely turned me around. Now I can't wait to see this movie, and I'm going to get to watch, I will get to watching Winter Soldier as soon as possible, because I really need to know what happens in that movie, and I really want to see Civil War, so I'm going to do my homework and actually get to watching that. But it was all around a really great trailer. This might be the one that actually makes me like Cap, so I can't wait for that. So yeah, that's about it for my review. Wow, it went on 10 minutes for just one trailer. That's about it for my review. So if you guys want to see more reviews for trailers, be sure to stop by our website, thegeekypub.com. We have trailers over there, but we also have a ton of TV shows, reviews for TV shows, for books, for movies, a ton of stuff in there, so be sure to check it out. If you guys want to be notified when we upload a new review, then you have to make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. The link is right below this frame. I'm sure you can find it. If you subscribe to our channel, you will be notified when we upload anything new, and this is really important because our reviews usually go up on YouTube before they hit the website, so that is the fastest way to know when we upload something new. And that's about it from me for now. I will see you guys in a later review, which will probably also be a trailer because there's a ton of them, but I will see you guys then. Bye.